How quickly can narcissists destroy their own lives? By tampering with an extremely sensitive person. Naturally, narcissists can appear anywhere and can even pass for empaths. What occurs, though, when these poisonous individuals tangle with the wrong person? What happens if they run into the magnificent super empaths? What powers can a super empath possess? Do you know the 10 ways that a super empath makes a narcissist miserable are going to be demonstrated to you? 10th, by letting them dangle. Funny how narcissists are masters at making super empaths feel like their most valuable possessions, even when they aren't. Of course they do. Super empaths are the lifeblood of narcissists. Empaths are so essential to narcissists that they simply cannot survive without them, and the loss of one will undoubtedly cause them to go completely insane. Super empaths, on the other hand, aren't scared to leave narcissists because they're good on their own anyway. So, they simply walk away rather than continuing to put up with and excuse their abusive acts. Have you ever left the life of a narcissist? 9. By reflecting back the peculiar characteristics that the narcissist has imposed upon them. Super empaths are excellent at reflecting the personality of others. In the process of becoming the narcissist's narcissist, the super empath's reflecting nature burns and blinds narcissists to death. Nothing frustrates narcissists more than a kind empath's faultless imitation of their terrible personality. Super empaths can emotionally and mentally melt a narcissist with their own fire by throwing back the tension, anxiety, and stress that the weak narcissist has generated. Number 8. By having compassion for them. The narcissists will know they have you when you behave in the way they anticipate. On the other hand, they become confused when your forecasts don't match their own. And what happens when people who are narcissistic become confused? Their terrible truths start to come to the surface of their consciousness, embarrassing them and shutting them down in the process. And who is this master at inciting fear in narcissists? The extremely sensitive people. Super empaths will never respond to narcissists who are desperate to make them stick because they are non-responsive. Rather, they befuddle them with empathy. Super empaths hit narcissists with, "I know how you feel," or "I'm sorry if you feel that way," rather than fighting back, and narcissists will be confused by these hallmark statements. Ever found yourself sympathetic to a narcissist? What was their response? Number 7. By putting their fears in front of them. The worst thing a narcissist can do to themselves is to annoy a super empath continuously. Why? The super empath will in fact resort to narcissists the instant they grow weary of their games and decide to give up on all of their safe playing guidelines. What occurs when they turn the tables on them? They'll see to it that all the truths that the narcissist's fantasies conceal are revealed to them directly. An angry super empath is the last person anyone would ever want to see because they are anything but endearing and charming. They turn callous, heartless, and vicious. The narcissist would not find their candor charming. Anyhow, an empath's demons should always be experienced by the filthy narcissist. Number 6. By acquiescing to them with composure. Super empaths are always aware of the actions of narcissists. But what do they do when they don't want to reject them? The truth is that narcissists sometimes target super empaths because they perceive them as a threat. They wish to play the dirty game by picking a conflict, abhorring you, and controlling you. Once they have effectively worn down your patience, they will leave the scene and leave the victim completely bewildered. Isn't it just a waste of time and energy? Thus, super empaths typically give in to the narcissist's demands and behave as they please. When super empaths acknowledge that they are always correct, narcissists will find themselves unable to respond. Narcissists will eventually run out of options. They are without a means of expressing their fears. What occurs when narcissists are deprived of their channels for displacement? Number 5. by making them feel incredibly jealous of their emotional autonomy. A narcissist's sense of self-worth is totally based on what other people believe about them. Their ego would crumble at the suggestion that they are losers, pitiful, and delusional, and they would writhe in pain. That's why they secretly envy the emotionally detached super empath who embraces everything in totality and doesn't have any delusions. Self-awareness and acceptance are foreign concepts to narcissists. They have no idea what those are or how significant they are. Thus, super empaths soar high as they claim their liberation from all worldly demands, whereas narcissists fight to satisfy their unfulfilled cravings for self-esteem. All that's left to an unhappy narcissist is to watch as a powerful empath manages to get away from their deceitful schemes. Number 4. By exposing the emptiness of narcissists. The problem is that narcissists who desire empaths in their lives are masters at making them feel unique. But if you're a really sensitive person, you'll probably be able to detect when something is wrong. Narcissists that are effective in infiltrating the life of a super empath start by draining their vitality. In order to make themselves appear worthwhile, narcissists keep the positive traits they have appropriated from others in a reserve known as the narcissistic supply. Money, celebrity, humility, empathy, achievement, and other material possessions are all readily stored in the vast pool of delusions that narcissists possess. But when this supply comes into contact with a super empath, it will burn to ashes. Super empaths are aware that narcissists conceal their inner emptiness with a facade of artificial layers. Super empaths challenge narcissists, like, what's your purpose in doing that? In an attempt to reveal their hollowness. Alternatively, what do you gain out of that? Third, by striking narcissists where their wounds are most acute, lying about having a prominent position, being extraordinarily wealthy, domineering, having the ideal marriage, or even the most inflated accomplishments they can think of, narcissists fuel their ego. On occasion, they may also use denigration of others and stomping on their dreams to feed their ego. Still, it is evident that this does not apply to hyper-empaths. Why? Super empaths are aware of this. What most hurts narcissists is known to them. They are aware of the precise area of their mind to attack in order to quickly kill them. Super empaths are aware of everything. Yes. Therefore, super empaths will not hesitate to push narcissists to provide proof of their wealth if they are aware that this is the narcissist's most well-kept lie. They will not think twice to challenge these squalid beasts to reveal all the details to them. That's when narcissists start stuttering. Super empaths are adept at posing queries that bring narcissists to a standstill. And that's it. Narcissists will feel self-pitying and say nothing because of it. Number 2. By displaying apathy, narcissists are cunning hunters. They want to know that you dread them first. Secondly, they are interested in your response to their heinous actions. And third, at last, they will eat you alive. Narcissists prefer to watch their victims suffer before devouring them. Therefore, you may be among their easiest targets if you're someone who feels threatened by them and responds negatively to their negativity. But there's nothing a narcissist can do to shake an ultra empath like you. Narcissists are unpleasant among super empaths since they don't care about anything they're attempting to put up. They'll express to them their complete lack of concern. Despite the numerous times narcissists disparage them, super empaths are able to carry on living their lives to the fullest. As a powerful empath, have you ever seen the narcissist's expression turn sour when they realize you couldn't care less about them? First, by truly enjoying life, sans the narcissist. How can they be happy without me? How can they easily move on? When a narcissist witnesses super empaths living life to the fullest, these questions inevitably come to mind. Narcissists need their super empath to give them back their energy. So when they grow more and more miserable, they attempt to win her back. Super empaths, however, are not idiots. They take great pleasure in witnessing the agony of narcissists, who, on the other extreme of the spectrum, bury themselves in their own pitiful lives and refuse to let go of their fantasies. Because super empaths don't respond to narcissists' expectations of them, they are geniuses. Nothing could ever change a super empath's perspective, not even the most well-thought-out narcissist strategies. They counterattack with such skill and surprise that their primary goal is to confuse narcissists and outwit them at their own game. As a powerful empath, have you ever dealt with a narcissist? How do you bring misery to these hollow beasts?